As we get through Week 16, the Ravens clinch home field advantage in the AFC. Lamar Jackson with his 6th career 100-yard rushing game, just 4 shy of Michael Vick's all-time quarterback record. The division rivals there for the Ravens in Pittsburgh upset by the Jets today, meaning that the Titans now control their playoff path. If they beat the Texans next Sunday, Tennessee is in. And Patrick Mahomes back in prime time. The Chiefs need a win to stay alive if they want that first-round bye.
We're going to go virtually wall-to-wall NFL here for the next 90 minutes, so hang tight with us on SportsCenter. If the Cowboys lose, Mike, it'll be the first day all season that they are not at least a share of first place in the NFC East, and we'll see what Dak, Jerry, and maybe even Zeke have to say about it. And oh, by the way, what's going on with the Seahawks today? We'll hear from Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll as well. But we're getting ready for Sunday Night Football. Mike mentioned it, plenty to play for the Chiefs. And if you're a Pats fan after what they did yesterday, you're certainly watching and rooting for Chicago tonight.
Absolutely. Kansas City, of course, have won 4 straight games, but it's also how they're playing in this win streak that's been so impressive. That right there is Mitchell Trubisky. He's got 5 straight games with an interception. That's the longest active streak in the NFL. Chiefs would love to put some more pressure on him. And Patrick Mahomes needs 394 passing yards to become the second quarterback in Chiefs history to record consecutive seasons with at least 4,000 passing yards, and that would join Trent Green. For more on this matchup, let's take you to Chicago, where Michelle Steele is hanging out on this last Sunday before the holiday. And, you know, again, the Chiefs have been playing really well during this 4-game win streak, but in terms of this specific matchup with the Bears defense, Michelle, how are they looking at it?
Well, you know what, Michael, you're right. The Chiefs are playing really well, and that includes their quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. In fact, last week against the Denver Broncos in the snow, after juking a defender, he turned to his teammates and said, "Do I look like Lamar Jackson now?" Obviously, it's very front of mind for this Chiefs team that the AFC goes through Baltimore, but they're still facing a very good defensive front right here in Chicago. By the way, that's missing a very critical piece in defensive end, Akeem Hicks. Mahomes will still be facing, however, linebacker Khalil Mack, who's headed to the Pro Bowl. Mack called Mahomes this week, quote, a fighter, adding, "Regardless of the situation, I'm going to give it my all." So the Chicago Bears team, they might not be going to the postseason, but Michael, they still want to keep it competitive tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look at that Kansas City defense for a second, because coming off last year's loss in the AFC title game to the Patriots, they wanted to shore up that side of the ball. But who would have thought they would get a player like Terrell Suggs this late in the game? What are their expectations, though, for him joining his new squad in terms of tonight's action?
Listen, Michael, the Chiefs are hoping that Terrell Suggs is the gift that keeps on giving and giving for these final 2 weeks of the regular season, and certainly for a playoff run as well. But this move wasn't just about playing keep away with the Baltimore Ravens. They need depth at the position that he plays in. I would not expect him just to come in on 3rd down. In fact, defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo said this week that we'll use him wherever we can. So the need is there, so expect him to be used a little bit more perhaps than just a rotational piece out there.
Yeah, knowing T-Sizzle, he doesn't want to be just played every now and again. He wants to go out there and make an impact on the game. Michelle Steele there in Chicago. Thanks. All right, let's explain this a little deeper for you in terms of the Chiefs. They can finish anywhere from the number 2 seed with a bye to the number 4 seed. KC would get a bye if it wins out and the Dolphins upset the Patriots in Foxborough next Sunday. No one's expecting the latter. Short of that, though, their seed will depend on if they maintain a better record than the Texans, who beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead and thus own the head-to-head tiebreaker.